Hello, my name is Angie and I'm playing Sword of Legends Online on EU server since alpha testing. I'm a summoner healer main and I'm here to show you some tips for healers. I'm not gonna talk about what skill does what and why because there is plenty of videos explaining them. I will talk about important things that you probably didn't know about. First of all, if you didn't watch Sky video about healers, you should check it. He is explaining important things like quick selection and skill settings. Quick selection allows you to select a target without clicking on him. It makes healing way faster and I think every healer should use it. In skill settings you can change that your skill will be placed faster without confirming it. This setting is important especially for occultists. Placing lotuses manually is really a waste of time. I will link Sky's video in the description so you can check how exactly do these things. If you are a PvP player, you should also check Rora's video. He is explaining there how to set additional effect bars. It's important so you can see when to use your defensive skills. For example, if a Reaper or a Summoner is bursting you. Another thing you should remember is to get 1% extra buff from Bloodruvia and Lantern NPCs. You have to remember to refresh it every week. I'm using HP and haste buff because I need 15% haste as a Summoner. I will explain later why. You can find those NPCs in Clouders. If you have problems with mana, I will show you how to get plus 20% mana elixir. First, you need to learn a recipe that you can find in the Alchemy tab. Remember to change from student to beginner. I recommend getting medium one as it gives you more points for elixirs. Then press I to open your crafting menu. Go to Alchemy and change to beginner again. Now you can see which materials you need to craft this elixir. After using elixir, press K to open your skills menu. Select third tab, change to beginner and get your new skill which gives you extra mana. Another thing you can use is skill shouting. After using the skill, it will send a message in normal chat. For example, you can say what your skill does that other classes might not know about. I'm using it for a skill that gives buff which converts damage to healing. Also for dispelling skills, but mostly just to remind other healers that they have dispel skill too. A Summoner class got 2 of them. In PvP you can dispel all kinds of freeze, but not stun. As a Summoner you can use this skill to remove freeze. Another skill that not many healers are using is control skill. You can use it to interrupt enemy team from capping points on BG. To prevent the enemy from interrupting you on BG, use immunity skill. As a Summoner or a Fox, you can give immunity buff to your team. If you are playing on Arena as a healer, you should know that a pillar is your only friend there, especially if you are playing as a Summoner healer. You can avoid a lot of damage just standing behind it. The opposite of pillar are stairs. Some of your skills might not work correctly when you are standing on them. Now I will mostly talk about extra Summoner tips. As a Summoner you don't have to cast mana skill to get mana back. Also you don't have to cast Blazing Sun to get healing buff. Our fairy skills have no range limit. You can use them even if you are standing on the other side of the map, as long as you can see your target. If you are using First Flower Glyph, Cloak skill can save you or your teammate from getting one-shotted. In PvE you can protect someone from dying using Tiger skill. It will only take a Blade Heart if a player with the buff is about to die. I recommend using it on yourself if you are the only healer and on tank if there are more healers. Not many people know about it, but our mana skill gives plenty of buffs to your teammates when you are casting it. Now I will explain why a Summoner healer needs at least 15% haste in PvP. When you are entering PvP zone like BG or Arena, you are getting plus 10%, so in total you would have 25. You need 25% haste to get another tick of Healing Light, which is your main healing skill. The same situation with Healing Mist, but here you need only 16.7% for another tick. The last thing I can tell you about is, When a BG or arena ends, you can sort stats from highest to lowest by simply clicking on them. If you want to see more about me, check my Twitch and Instagram. Thanks for watching.